Hi, Auntie Edna. I hope that the three sisters are having a good time. I've been thinking about you and how important your family were to me when I was growing up. My childhood wasn't always easy, and I would say that my life really began when I left for college and started being the person that I chose to be. But truly, there were some definite bright spots when I was young. Visiting you, Chuck, David, Mark, and Stephen were some of the brightest points that I can recall. The home that you and Chuck created was a refuge for me, and I always look forward to visiting your family with Sidra, my mother, and my father on holidays and vacations. There are powerful memories burned into my mind of traveling with Sidra and your three boys on the metro and walking through DC. But what I remember the most was the laughter that as we just hung around the house with each other. Some of the most fun that I had as a child, and some of the deepest laughter that I felt was at your home and with your family, and I can never properly express my gratitude for that. When I was a child, my cup was never full enough, and I was selfish. But as I grew older, and now especially that I have my own family, my life is filled with abundance, and my cup overflows. I think frequently about what you and your family meant to me, and I also remember Julia and her family, as well as your brother David and his family, and what all of you did for me. And I am filled with so much gratitude. What can I do with these memories? And what can I do with feelings like that? I've remembered often over the past decade the laughter and kindness that you gave to me, and I have done my best to give it to others. I probably feel most contented when I am sharing the love that you showed to me with the people in my life. I could describe it as paying back, and there is some of that, a sense that I owe a debt to the world. But I think it is even more correct to describe it as a continuation of the joy that I felt as a child. I am no longer the one in need. Now I am the one who has an abundance, and I share it, and I am happy reliving that happy world that you gave to me so long ago. Thank you for giving me that kindness, but even more so, thank you for showing me how it is done so that I can now do it for others.
Hi, Auntie Anna. My dad.
Hi, Auntie Edna. Thanks for being nice to my dad when he was my age. Hi, Auntie Edna. Thanks for being nice to my dad when he was my age.
Thanks for being nice to Gregson and making him a better person.
Nice racing.
Thanks for buying him bomb pops on the mall. Now he buys his bomb pops. Thanks for taking him to the Air and Space Museum. Thanks for taking him to the Air and Space Museum. He took us to the Air and Space Museum. Thanks for
inviting him to Thanksgiving dinner.
Thanksgiving dinner.
Summer in the hills, those hazy days I do remember. We were running still, had the whole